I think that corals are beautiful. They form these massive reef structures that are plastered with wondrous colours and provide habitat for hundreds of different species. And while I'll always appreciate them for that, I also think that they have a really cool story. If we go back around 500 million years ago to the Paleozoic era, the corals we know in the modern world simply don't exist. But there are ancient ones. The first coral orders evolved into existence in the Cambrian and Ordovician, and they're similar to modern corals, but they also have their own features. There are obviously many different species, but we can chalk them up to the orders Rugosa and Tabulata. Rugose and tabulate corals. And these corals were pretty darn successful, lasting all the way up to the end of the Permian. But then they vanished. And they vanished alongside 81% of all marine life, due to a mass extinction event that marks a change between the Permian and Triassic. This extinction event was caused by the eruption of a series of volcanoes that formed the Siberian Traps, and due to the devastation of the catastrophe and number of extinctions it caused, it's often known as the Great Dying. And that was it. This wiped out the corals. From the fossil record, we haven't found any evidence that any survived. But despite this, corals still exist today. In the Middle Triassic, a new order of corals appears, the Scleractinians, and their descendants are the corals we find forming reefs today. The scientific community isn't completely sure where they evolved from. One hypothesis is that a small rugose coral population managed to survive and then evolved into the modern Scleractinians, or the more popular idea is that they evolved on their own, from soft-bodied sea anemone-like creatures. This would be a case of convergent evolution, where two different species evolve very similar traits. And I think that's really cool. Either way, I'm just really glad that we have them today. Corals not only look beautiful, but they also are super important for a variety of reasons. They form important habitats, protect and support human livelihood, and have a number of other importances. But they're also under threat. If you want to find out more about modern corals and how they work, their importances, and the threats they're facing today, check out this video that I made all about them a while ago. It's a bit old, but the knowledge is there. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you to my Patreons for supporting the channel. I really hope you learned something new, and even if you didn't, I hope you enjoyed. And hopefully I'll see you again soon. See you later.